My name's Butch Boswell and I'm a luthier. I make guitars for a living. I've worked in repair shops across the country and even owned my own repair shop in California for over a decade. Between repairing thousands of guitars and having a degree in architectural engineering, I've made it my mission to not only learn the how of guitars, but the why. How and why certain materials work together and sometimes not is what has always fascinated me the most. So after repairing guitars for as long as I had, I finally decided to impart some of this knowledge into a build of my own. Once I built that first guitar, I was completely hooked, and Boswell Guitars was born. Guitar making is an analog process for me. Not rushing anything, not taking any shortcuts, connecting to the materials, the tools, and the intentions behind it all. One of those tools is the Blackwing pencil. What started for me as a fascination with their history quickly turned into an appreciation for their consistency and quality. A while back, I got an idea to include a Boswell-themed Blackwing pencil with every guitar I delivered. When Blackwing told me they wanted to work with me not only on the pencil idea, but on a custom guitar build as well, I was blown away. I was also very inspired. One thing I knew I wanted to do right off the bat was design a Rosette featuring all or most of the volume's releases up to that point. We got to work designing a kind of cradle for each pencil piece to rest in. We used brass, ebony, epoxy, and of course the 16 pencils, and everything had to go together in a very specific sequence or it just wasn't going to work. It ended up being the perfect blend of technology and handwork. When it came to the rest of the materials, I knew I wanted to use an old straight grain set of Indian rosewood for the back and sides, and after seeing the brass and ebony in the Rosette design, I also knew keeping that theme going throughout the rest of the build was a must. To get to the tone I was after, I had two primary choices for the top of the guitar or soundboard, either cedar or redwood. Cedar was the more obvious choice, being the primary material used in making Blackwing pencils, but when I told my friends at Blackwing the story behind Tunnel 13 redwood, they were sold. So, Tunnel 13 was a train tunnel high in the Siskiyou Mountains on the Oregon and California border, and the site of the last great train robbery in the United States. The tunnel was lined with old-growth redwood beams that were cut at the time of the tunnel's construction, around 1885. Through many years of closures and eventually a reopening of the line, the redwood was removed and the tunnel was lined with concrete. The redwood beams were salvaged and a good portion is being reused today as guitar tops. The grain is perfect, straight, no knots, no splits, and tonally superior to any other redwood I've ever used. It was exactly what the Blackwing build was calling for: beautiful looking, sounding, and a great story to go along with it. I'm incredibly proud of this project. It was so rewarding working with a company like Blackwing, a company who, like myself, believe in their products and what they are so determined to accomplish. They don't just want to sell pencils, they want to inspire people just like I do. I feel such a sense of pride when I look at the peg head of this guitar and see the Boswell and Blackwing logos there together.